Inner dialogue. Did you realize that if you have ADHD, you have inner dialogue? You have a lot of conversations in your head. And the problem with that is not everybody has that. And when we have ADHD, we don't realize that we're different in that way than everybody else. And this is a huge struggle for a lot of people when it comes to ADHD. This is why we have a lot of struggles sleeping at night. And there are a lot of different struggles that we run into is because of these inner conversations that we do have. And they can get emotionally charged in our head that we can have very positive conversations, we can have very negative conversations. Unfortunately, with ADHD, they tend to drift more towards the negative side. That can actually create anger and temper in us without anything really happening because we're having a whole conversation in our head. And guess what? Our imaginary friend just pissed us off. But when it comes to the struggles of ADHD, it does present a lot of times a struggle in sleeping because if we can't silence this inner dialogue, guess what? We have a lot of trouble sleeping and essentially our brain won't turn off. And it's almost like it's not that our brain won't turn off, we won't stop talking in our head in a sense. And that's where at night, different things like melatonin can help. The one thing I will say that I've learned is magnesium is a huge help in that. And a lot of times when it comes to ADHD, we have a magnesium deficiency through taking stimulant meds. And the reason is because you're not actually absorbing magnesium in like you should. You have this massive deficiency, and so your brain's not producing melatonin. And that's why a lot of times with ADHD, people do struggle when it comes to that inner dialogue. It comes to sleep, and it can be one of the many reasons out there. And that's why I share. I got diagnosed ADD at 13, re-diagnosed ADHD at 17. And the more that we just share our experiences and share what we've been through, the easier it is for others to navigate through life.